is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Anyway, I received an incredibly generous tip. I received a $50 tip from Pentaxenstein. Is it a whale? It is a whale, because it has those whale-like teeth that filter things. It looks like combs. He's got a big old eyeball. I'm gonna have a million things to do, right? That's wild. Alright, guys. Great stream. Great session. I hope you guys enjoyed Stardew Valley tonight. What a nice, chill stream, right? I had a great time. And, it's WWE Champions time.
So anyway, yeah, so basically, I beat Mesmer in 20 minutes. So immediately, the narrative is, oh, you cheated, you summoned. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. First of all, let's talk about the summon. To actually get the summon, alright, is actually quite tough. Because you have to get to the summon him, get out of the way, not die, and heal before you can even engage the boss fight, instead of just engaging the boss fight. So actually getting the summon to go is a little challenging to begin with. It's like a little mini thing to figure out how do I time this, right? Once the Horn Scent is in the Mesmer boss fight, he doesn't do anything. He just kind of stands there and distracts him a couple times. So yes, admittedly, you'll get maybe one breather, maybe two, because that guy is there. But it's not like you're doing an Ash summon, where the guy comes in and does all the fucking work, right? Does all the damage. This is not the Mimic tier coming in here and kicking the boss's ass. Right? That's absolutely ludicrous. At most, you get 1 or 2 openings to get a single extra hit in. That's it. The rest of the fight, you're head up fighting Mesmer. So why was I able to finish Mesmer so quickly? Because of my build.
I love the cheese.
My build is double hammer slams. I can usually hit him once, twice, then I take a hit or dodge. 3, 4, he's done. Now, one more hit, I'm already into phase 2. It's my build that's the reason that I'm beating this guy so easily. Okay? It has nothing to do with, oh, I summoned the guy and the entire fight was soloed by the fucking summon. That's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. If that were the case, I definitely wouldn't have done that. I don't want the entire boss to be beaten by somebody else, right? But it's critical for the story. And again, I didn't make the DLC. FromSoft did. If you have an issue with them putting critical story behind a summon in a boss fight, just like they did with Igor in the Bale boss fight, go write them. Go on social media and complain. Write them emails, write them letters, post on their forums, and leave the players alone. We didn't make the fucking game, we just play it. I want to see the story, so I'm going to use the element to see the fucking story of the DLC that I paid for. Alright? And by the way, there's nothing wrong with using a summon like this at all. There's nothing wrong with any build in this game right now at all. This is the absolute last hurrah for Elden Ring. They've outright said there's no more after this. So, enjoy it however you want. You know, it's very possible people might want me to go back later, maybe not soon, but maybe in a year or two, and say, hey, can you replay Shadow of the Erd Tree, but do this cool, unique build that's very challenging? And I might do it. Why not? I like variety, and I like going back to these games. I actually really enjoyed my second run of Elden Ring. So,
the stream puts me to sleep.
I think I'm at Skadootree level, like, 15, alright? And people are like, oh, you're so overpowered. Dude, it's the upgrade system they put in the fucking DLC. You not understand it was designed this way? If you're not using the Skadootree upgrade, you are ignoring the new mechanics of the DLC they're intending you to use to win. So why would you do that again unless you're a crazy challenge runner, right?
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
I fought the boss, it's legit. Alright, it's just, okay, the summon distracted him twice during the fight. And? Like, I wasn't going to be able to fucking beat him otherwise? Oh no, I would have had to roll 1 extra time and heal. Oh no, right? Like, it's some huge deal. It's not. So, anyway, I beat Mesmer relatively quickly compared to other people who sat there and apparently spent hours trying to beat him.
It's delusion. It's actual egotistical delusion.
Here's a quick tutorial on how to be miserable for the rest of your life.
Well, that's definitely what I need right now. I need to know how to be miserable because I am so dang happy with my life as it is. I've got to do something to fuck it up. So let's see what we can do.
Step 1. Wake up whenever you want to. Don't wake up at a reasonable hour, an hour that makes you feel good about yourself. Make sure you wake up when everyone has had a head start to the day. You really want to make sure you feel like you've missed any chance to start your day off on the right foot. And when you get out of bed, don't make your bed. And don't shower. Just wear whatever you wore yesterday
shower.
and head downstairs. It's important that you start the day off with little to no self-respect, feeling as grimy as possible.
Thursday is shower day.
Step 2. Make sure your house is always a complete disaster. Your house is filled with many rooms, each with a specific purpose. You want to make sure that it's extremely difficult to accomplish those purposes. The pigsty will also help subconsciously reinforce the idea that you're a disorganized person whose life is not in order. This is an extremely important belief to have when trying to remain miserable. Step 3. Procrastinate. When the thought dawns on you to do something productive, like clean your disgusting kitchen, just ignore that feeling. After all, you just woke up, and you have so much time later in the day to get that done. You want to get in the habit of delegating all your life's problems to the future version of yourself.
My old PS4 is on the floor over there. This office, oh my god. This office needs a thorough cleaning. It's fucking dirty and nasty. It really is. And the thing is, I'm in here every day working. Like I said, I'm in here every day working, and a day off that Kat and I have, we like to go out and do stuff, not be home all day. So when the hell do I clean it? You know? I can't clean it at night. It's too late. Yeah, try to clean it at night and turn on the fucking vacuum. I'll get in trouble. People will be like, why are you making all that racket at night?
Who will probably have a lot more motivation and energy than you do right now. Step 4. Look busy. After you sit down to do some work, open up a Word document to help yourself feel like you're being productive. Give your document a nice title, and then immediately open up Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter just to check if you missed anything. You see, it doesn't really matter what you do. As long as you're sitting on your desk and that Word document is open, it'll help trick your conscience into thinking you're doing work. Step 5. Wait for opportunities. Never be proactive with finding new opportunities to grow your career or meet new people. Wait for all of that to come knocking on your door.
Yes, magically it will land in your lap.
It's gonna happen. You'll meet the girl of your dreams one day and things will kind of just work out. You'll probably also land your dream job if you just wait long enough. Anyways, the important thing is to not take action.
That's like me, right? That's like me.
Don't try to fix
that is actually one that I will absolutely say, probably affects a lot of people. For me in life, some of the biggest changes that I made are a result of me taking drastic action.
What the fuck? Are you fucking serious?
Just wait until things work out. Step 6.
Magic.
Default no. When a friend asks you to go out for a drink, just say no. After all, you're super busy these days and have a lot of work to do. When your boss gives you the opportunity to lead a meeting at work, try to find an excuse to slink out of it. The key here is to give everyone the impression that they should just let you do your own thing. Be so good at saying no that people just stop asking you to do anything. Step 7. Be suspicious of people. Never give people the benefit of the doubt. Believe that everyone basically just wants to take advantage of you. And because of this, you should be guarded and put up walls to protect yourself emotionally. Assume the smiles people give you are fake and that their motives are malevolent. Step 8. Never fix the things you dislike about yourself. Continue to engage in activities that make you feel subhuman.
Gotcha games. I love spending my entire life's fortune on gotcha games. Every day, I'm clicking, I'm pulling, I can't wait for the big win, and there goes my life savings, and there goes my livelihood. I do drink, though, occasionally. And quite frankly, maybe tonight is occasion for a drink.
And weak. Never prove to yourself that you can overcome
Weed.
obstacles or better yourself. Never attempt to transcend your vices or change your lifestyle for the better. Subscribe to the idea that people can't change, so you shouldn't try.
You'll never change.
Step 9. Focus on things you can't control. As often as possible, get pissed off at the traffic, the government, the pandemic. You really want to reinforce the idea that the world is messed up and there's nothing you can do about it. Focus on the shortcomings of others, the failings of your country, and the state of the economy.
I hate to say it, but isn't he just right now describing the average internet user and troll? That's what you do. Instead of focusing on things you can change in your life for the positive, focus on that everything in your life is negative, you can't fix it, and then just go shit on other people constantly. Because that's the only way you can get pleasure. Literally, he is describing the life of a professional internet troll. That all you do is sit around miserable and crap on others because you don't do anything productive to improve your own life situation. You just convince yourself there's nothing you can actually do. Everything is outside of your focus or power, right? Yeah.
Maintain a constant external locus of control over all the events in your life. This will really help you feel powerless. And if you're trying to be miserable, that's perfect. Step 10. Use fear as motivation. Make the fear of negative consequence your primary motivator for everything you do.
Maybe I'm paranoid by nature. All right, guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm paranoid, anxious, and nervous.
Up deadlines that frighten you and punish yourself for failing to meet them. Use white-knuckle tactics to force yourself into productivity and remind yourself constantly that your entire life could fall apart if you don't keep your head above water. Step 11. Only do what is comfortable.
Oh,
Let your
boy.
comfort zone be the authority on what you do and don't do. If it's not comfortable, don't do it. Avoid discomfort at all costs. And
Well, I guess I should never play Master Rank Street Fighter ever again. Just ditch Bice and forget it, man.
participate only in activities that are familiar and effortless. Don't concern yourself with gaining fresh perspectives or novel experiences.
This is a pretty good...
Stay in your lane.
This is a good video because it is 100% sarcastic, but it's actually very, very true.
Operate in your wheelhouse. Step 12. Believe you're special. Behave like you're entitled to things on the basis that you're just different than everyone.
Oh my god, wow. 100% has nailed this current generation that exists on this planet.
That's like me, right? That's like me. See? I'm different. I've only told you guys about this for 11 years, but some people still can't get it between their ears into their brains that I'm different.
This latest generation, whatever you want to call them, what are they called now? Zoomers or whatever? Literally have all grown up, taught, you are special, you are different, you are nature's snowflake, and everything should be yours, instant gratification, no effort, everything should be handed to you, and basically because you're special, that's why you should get everything.
I went to a comic book store one day with my parents, and the Wolverine figure was there. And I turned to my mother and father, and I said, guys, listen, I want that action figure for my birthday. So, please, what I would ask you, I've never asked you to do this before. We know how rare that figure is. We know we've been to stores endlessly and we've never seen it in the flesh. It's finally here in front of our faces. Please buy the figure now. Hide it from me for whatever, for months until my birthday, and give it to me on my birthday. And so like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in a row, they still didn't buy it, right? Week 4, we go back. It's gone. So my birthday came and passed, and guess what? My parents go, we're very sorry, Philip, but we couldn't find the action figure. I said, I told you to buy the figure. Why don't you listen to me? Like, it was such a no-brainer. All they had to do was buy it then. They could have hidden it forever. I would have never bugged them for it till my birthday. I knew I was going to get it on my birthday. Because they didn't buy it, I didn't get it. I did eventually get it, but it was the second run. And of course, now it's a year later. Do you really think that something I wanted a year ago is as valuable as, you know, but then I was already starting to move into other stuff. And yes, I see someone asking in the chat, yes, my parents did have the money to buy it. They were just fucking stupid.
It's shocking when you confront these people with real adversity or challenges, they crumble in front of you. They can't even do basic things because they've never had to. They were just told you're special, you don't have to do shit. It's like, what? Yeah, he's pretty nuts, man.
Everyone else. Assume that the people that have what you want in life just don't deserve it as much as you do.
There you go.
Always regard yourself as talented, unique, one of a kind. This will really help you develop an outsider complex, which will make it difficult to open up to other people or see things from their perspective. But since you don't want to do any of that uncomfortable stuff anyways, that's perfect.
Exactly. That's why that whole mentality doesn't work. You only think about yourself. It's literally 100% self-interest, self-centeredness, not caring about anyone around you, but only you. And that's why it will never work. You can't have an entire planet of people who only care about themselves. They'll all just kill each other off. You need to have people working together in tandem for happiness and survival, but that's what that generation doesn't even fucking understand, because they weren't taught that growing up. They were taught, it's all about you, so that's how they behave.
And I understand, listen, I understand the feeling of hype mentality and the feeling of being a part of something bigger. The biggest YouTubers out there, the reason they're still popular is because when you watch them, you think, oh, I'm watching this along with millions of other people, right? That's how some of the biggest YouTubers got fucking popular. That's not how I got popular. I got popular for putting out original, fun, and different content. But you just have to be aware. You have to look at the people who are out there, and you really have to judge for yourself who's worth your time. And by the way, subsequently with that, who's worth your investment? Because these people are constantly always accepting things like cheers and subs and tips. And if you're giving it to the person who's only streaming to make a buck versus the person who has passion for what they do, what's going to end up happening is the people who have passion for what they do are going to go away, and you're only going to see the shills.
Step 13. See life not as it is, but how you wish it to be. Daydream of a day where things are better. Fantasize about a life where all your problems are gone. You want to make sure you mentally escape as much as possible to distract you from the obstacles in front of you. Pour your mental energy not into fixing your problems or improving yourself, but into building up this fantasy to be as detailed as possible. Reflect daily about what you would buy if you won the lottery.
I buy a lotto ticket every week.
Or became a celebrity. Constantly.
And this is when people say shit to me about, well, if you just had unlimited money right now, where would you go on vacation? What's the first thing you would do? What if you blew up in popularity on YouTube? How often would you I'm like, I'm not gonna talk about any of that. I don't even think about that.
Fuck you. You're a liar. Phil's not self-aware. I had no actual self-awareness. I received a $28 tip from an anonymous tipper. By the way, thank you, Only Iced Coffee. So anyway, all right, guys, thank you for a great episode of DSP versus the internet. Good variety as always. Now remember, if you want to be a part of the fun next week, you become a member. There's still this back here, and it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.